I'm excited to share my thoughts on the opening and ending themes of Dangers in My Heart with you. So let me take you on a journey through the world of this anime series. Picture this: cozy blankets, a warm cup of tea, and the first 12 episodes of Dangers in My Heart playing on the screen. It's like being wrapped in a snug cocoon of anime goodness. From the moment I hit play, I was hooked. The series starts with a premise that might raise a few eyebrows, but trust me, it quickly transforms into something heartwarming and wholesome. And let me tell you about the two lead characters. They grew on me faster than you can say anime binge. Now, before I delve into the nitty-gritty details of the new credits, let's talk about the first opening theme, Shayo by Yorishika. As soon as Suisa's voice started serenading my ears, and Enbuna's guitar chords filled the air, I knew I was in for a treat. Yorishika has always held a special place in my heart. The opening sequence itself felt like stepping into a fairy tale, reminiscent of the enchanting vibes from After the Rain. But here's the twist. Amidst the whimsical imagery, there's a raw portrayal of the main character's inner struggles. Ichikawa's world is painted with dark clouds and destroyed landscapes, mirroring the turmoil within him. And that scene where he falls, only to be caught by Yamada's hair? Talk about a visual metaphor for finding solace in unexpected places. What struck me the most about this opening was its honesty. It doesn't shy away from showcasing Ichikawa's vulnerability or Yamada's kindness. Their interactions aren't just your typical fairy tale romance. They're grounded in the messy, beautiful reality of personal growth and change. And let me tell you, witnessing Ichikawa's journey as he strives to become a better version of himself, it's nothing short of inspiring. Now let's dive into the second opening theme, Boku wa, by a trio. If you thought the first opening was fantastic, get ready because this one is about to blow your mind. At first listen, you might notice a similar vibe to the music from the first opening, which immediately reels you in with its captivating melody. But here's where things get interesting. While the first opening focused on Ichikawa's struggles, this one shifts the spotlight to Yamada's own journey through depression. It's a bold move that adds layers of depth to the series and keeps you glued to the screen. Let's talk about the visuals. Unlike the fantastical imagery of the first opening, Boku wa takes a more grounded approach, reflecting the gritty reality of the characters' lives. The quick cuts between scenes of Ichikawa and Yamada as individuals, apart from each other, create a sense of urgency and longing that hits you right in the feels. And when the piano kicks in, signaling their frantic search for each other, that's where the magic happens, my friend. But hold on tight because here comes the curveball, the 3D dance number. Now don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it the first time around. I could see what they were going for, and it added an unexpected twist to the opening. However, I couldn't shake the feeling that it felt somewhat out of place with the rest of the sequence. The transition from the dynamic visuals to the 3D dance felt a bit jarring, and it didn't quite sync up with the music as seamlessly as I would have liked. Nevertheless, it's a minor hiccup in an otherwise stellar opening theme that hits all the right notes. Let's journey into the ending credits and explore the first ending theme, Su Sentimental by Kohana Lam. Now, I have to admit, the first time I watched this ending sequence, I was taken aback by how visually striking it was, but also by the discussions it sparked among my fellow anime enthusiasts. There was a common thread of critique running through my internet anime group, with many expressing concerns about the perceived level of sexualization in the first half of the ending. And let me tell you, it was hard to miss. Yamada appeared as an older, almost ethereal version of herself, exuding a sense of allure that felt somewhat at odds with her character as we've come to know her throughout the series. But here's where things get interesting. I believe this intentional contrast was a brave choice by the animation studio. It beautifully encapsulates Yamada's internal struggle, torn between two different worlds, one where she's a glamorous magazine and television celebrity, and another where she's the lovable, somewhat clumsy, and always hungry Yamada we've grown to adore. It's a nuanced portrayal that delves into the complexities of identity and perception, highlighting the stark contrast between how the world sees her and how her close friends, including Ichikawa, perceive her. And let me tell you, this distinction hits close to home for me. While I may not be a pretty girl caught in the limelight, I can certainly relate to the notion of presenting different facets of oneself depending on the context, be it for work or among companions. It's a relatable sentiment that adds layers of depth to Yamada's character and resonates with audiences on a personal level. Now let's talk about the music. It is a delightful auditory treat that perfectly complements the visuals of the ending credits. There's a pleasant familiarity to it, almost mirroring the vibe of the opening theme. And here's a wild thought. If you were to play both tracks together at the same time, I'd wager they'd harmonize into something entirely new and wonderful. A testament to the artistry and craftsmanship behind the soundtrack. Let's delve into the second ending credits of and explore the poignant ending theme, I Can Even Love My Loving Self by Kohana Lam. Now hold on to your seat because this ending is truly something special, and it's the core reason why I felt compelled to share my thoughts in this entire post. Rarely do we see anime or any other media delve into the history of a couple before they officially get together, but here, in the style presented in this ending, it's nothing short of remarkable. The animation beautifully showcases the journey of Yamada and Ichikawa, from their initial meeting to the transformative impact their relationship has had on their lives. What struck me the most was the decision to forego the typical recap of the first season in episode 13, and instead continue seamlessly from where episode 12 left off. Now, I'll admit, I was a bit concerned at first. Split-core series like this often struggle to resist the temptation of exposition dumps or previously on segments. But here they showed incredible restraint, saving that for the second half of the ending. Talk about keeping viewers on the edge of their seats. And let's talk about the visuals. Much like the first ending, this one mirrors the general presentation but adds a layer of maturity and growth, both in the studio's direction and the characters themselves. What I loved most about this ending was how it effortlessly transitioned from the simplicity of the first one, without feeling jarring or out of place. Now let's talk about those watercolor memories in the first half. They cast a spell on me, drawing me into a trance-like state as I watched Yamada and Ichikawa navigate their shared history. And that moment when they moved towards each other, it ignited a passion in my heart, as if they were breaking free from the confines of their memories and stepping into a future filled with promise and possibility. But here's the kicker. This wasn't just fantasy. It was a glimpse into a future where Yamada and Ichikawa stand hand in hand with only tomorrow in sight. They may still be children at heart, but reality hits hard after the end credits roll, reminding us that their journey is far from over. As I reflect on the entirety of Dangers in My Heart, I can't help but feel that the openings and endings truly form a cohesive and unified story, each complementing the other to create a complete package. It's a rare feat in the world of anime, one that I've only encountered a few times before. Series like Teasing Master Takagi-san and Komi Can't Communicate come to mind, both of which left a lasting impact on me with their emotionally charged storytelling and memorable music. So I pose this question to you. What are your thoughts on this season's opening and ending themes compared to the first two? Do you share my thoughts about it? Or do you have a different perspective to offer? Feel free to leave your comments below, like, share, and subscribe if you found this content enjoyable. Your engagement means the world to me, and I thank you for your time. Here's to hoping for a wonderful night and a fulfilling conclusion to Dangers in My Heart.